Viewers, the top story that we're tracking at this hour is beyond shocking. In the hallowed portal of Parliament, a BSP MP was abused. Communal slurs hurled at him by another member of Parliament during a discussion in the Lok Sabha yesterday. BJP MP Ramesh Bidhuri's offensive remarks against BSP MP Danish Ali have sparked a massive outrage. In this video on your TV screens, Ramesh Bidhuri is seen repeatedly hurling abuses and communal slurs at Danish Ali. The words were so vile that they were expunged by the acting Speaker K. Suresh. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh expressed regret in the House, and Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla has warned Bidhuri of strict action if he repeated such behaviour. But the question is a warning, regret or expunction enough? The opposition has said that an apology is not enough and demanded that Ramesh Bidhuri must be suspended or arrested. Let's first listen in to what transpired in the Lok Sabha yesterday. Mind you, we've censored all the offensive words by the BJP MP.
मोदी साहब श्रेय क्यों ले रहे हैं? मोदी साहब श्रेय नहीं ले रहे हैं, श्रेय ले रहे हैं देश के वैज्ञानिक। श्रेय ले रहे हैं। कभी खड़ा होगा, ये बता रहा हूँ। सर, ये जो श्रेय अगर जाता है तो देश के प्रधानमंत्री को जाता है।
Danish Ali ji, please sit down.
सर, अभी मैं बताना चाहता हूँ, अधीर रंजन जी अभी शोर मचा रहे थे, लिस्ट पढ़ रहे थे। उस लिस्ट में अधीर रंजन जी जब लिस्ट पढ़ रहे थे 1975 में लेकर अभी तक इसकी बात करते रहना थी। बाहर देखो।
The BJP has issued a show-cause notice to the MP asking him to explain his unparliamentary and abusive language within 15 days. Let's now listen in to Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, who has already expressed regret over Bidhuri's egregious remarks. Rajnath has asked the acting chair to delete the BJP MP's comments if they hurt opposition members.
रमेश बिधूड़ी जी बोल रहे थे तो मैं उनकी पूरी बातों को सुन नहीं पाया, लेकिन विपक्ष की बेंच पर बैठे हमारी सम्मानित सदस्यों ने कहा कुछ ऐसी बात उन्होंने कही है जिससे इनकी फीलिंग हर्ट हुई है। तो मैं आपसे विनम्र अनुरोध करूंगा कि रिकॉर्ड में लिखवा लें, ऐसी कोई बात यदि उन्होंने कही है तो रिकॉर्ड से उसे डिलीट कर दिया जाना चाहिए, उसे बाहर कर दिया जाए। एक मिनट प्लीज प्लीज, अरे प्लीज प्लीज, मेरी बात।
I already gave a ruling that were already deleted.
यदि कुछ ऐसा उन्होंने कहा है जिससे कि इनकी फीलिंग हर्ट हुई है, उसके लिए मैं खेद व्यक्त करता हूं।
The BJP MP's abusive slurs at the BSP MP have given fodder to the opposition. While the Congress reminded the BJP that in the previous session, Lok Sabha leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary was suspended for allegedly insulting ministers, yet no action was taken for a BJP MP saying far worse. The AAP called it the darkest day in the history of Parliament. The CPM in a statement demanded that the BJP MP must be arrested for this hate speech. National Conference leader Omar Abdullah said that the offensive language used by the BJP MP shows the party's mindset against Muslims.
मैं पूछना चाहूंगा कि इस तरह के शब्द इस्तेमाल करना जायज है पार्लियामेंट के अंदर? ये तो एक गली के गुंडे की तरह बात कर रहे हैं वहां पर। और शर्मनाक उससे बड़ी बात यह है कि वहीं पर पीछे बैठकर पूर्व मंत्री हर्षवर्धन जी हंस रहे हैं। तो किस दिशा में हम देश को लेके जा रहे हैं? कहां चले गए विश्व गुरु, सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास की बात करने वाले? आज ये गाली जो बीजेपी के सांसद ने दी है, ये सिर्फ दानिश अली को नहीं, पूरे देश के मुसलमानों को इन्होंने ये गाली दी है।
देखिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी का अहंकार, असली चेहरा वो कल संसद में सामने आ गया, जब भारतीय जनता पार्टी के एक सांसद द्वारा बसपा के एक सांसद को जिस तरीके से अमर्यादित भाषा का इस्तेमाल करते हुए गाली गलौज वाली भाषा इस्तेमाल करने का काम किया। समाजवादी पार्टी इसकी निंदा करती है, लेकिन समाजवादी पार्टी भारतीय जनता पार्टी से पूछना चाहती है, क्या यही भारतीय जनता पार्टी का चाल चरित, चेहरा और भाषा है?
Meanwhile, speaking to Times now, Ramesh Bidhuri has said that he hasn't used any unparliamentary words against the BSP MP and it was just a reaction to an action. Well, BSP MP Danish Ali has written a letter to the Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla asking him to take action against the BJP MP Ramesh Bidhuri. Danish Ali has said that the derogatory language used by Bidhuri was an insult to the entire Muslim community. Listen in.
मुझे उम्मीद ही नहीं, पूरा यकीन है कि आदरणीय लोकसभा स्पीकर कल की घटना का संज्ञान लेते हुए जो उचित कार्रवाई है वो करेंगे, नहीं तो मैं भरे मन से इस सदन को भी छोड़ने पर विचार कर रहा हूं।
Let's take this across to a guest. Joining us with us is Manish Barriar, who's a political analyst. With us also is Pradeep Mahor, a political analyst. Advocate Adil Hassan, a spokesperson and youth president of the AIMIM. Shoaib Chaudhary is a political analyst joining us on this broadcast. Let me start first and foremost with you, Manish Barriar. In which parliament of the world will this kind of extremely abusive and many would say communally slanderous language or slurs be acceptable? And what is more is that the opposition is saying that opposition MPs have been suspended for what they say are far less crimes. I mean, they fought for Manipur, they claim, and then they've been suspended. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary was suspended. Why has that immediate action not happened in this case is a question they are asking.
No, I think you are right. This is something which should not be condoned, and strictest action possible should be taken. And I think, in due course of time, you will see action being taken. And, Defence Minister has really given his statement. And even Mr. Om Birla, Lok Sabha Speaker, has also really come up in the strongest terms against him. But I want to take you to the larger picture. I would like to point out that, in fact, the spokesperson from AIMM is also there. And the brother, Mr. Owaisi, what kind of languages he has used outside the parliament. See, what I want to take you to the larger picture is that the discourse among politicians outside the parliament has become so bad. And we have had several examples of people talking in very, very derogatory terms, even about the Prime Minister. My point is, why this hypocrisy? In fact, there should be no unparliamentary language. This word itself, unparliamentary, is incorrect. There should not be any language which is derogatory to anyone by anyone for that matter, and more so by the political class who are good role models for the people of this country. Why they should speak wild language outside? And it has become a habit. So sometimes you will see member of parliament in the heat of the moment, they do use unparliamentary language. But this is... They should not use such kind of language even outside.
But I know you're not factually wrong, but even by those standards, this is extremely outrageous, the kind of abusive language that has been used, and that too inside the parliament. But let me ask Advocate Adil Hassan to comment on this. Advocate Adil Hassan, Manish Barriar का कहना है कि कार्रवाई जरूर की जाएगी. This is unacceptable language. और थोड़ा इंतजार कीजिए. Already the Defence Minister has apologized. The BJP President has also given him a notice. How would you respond to him, Adil Hassan?
मेरा एक सवाल है, क्या प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी, क्या अमित शाह जी, क्या राजनाथ जी, क्या जेपी नड्डा साहब इस चीज़ को इंडोर्स करते हैं? क्या लोकसभा स्पीकर इस चीज़ को इंडोर्स करते हैं? अभी G20 की बैठक के बाद सऊदी प्रिंस आए थे, उनका ऐसा इस्तकबाल किया क्या? क्या कटुआ आतंकवादी?
Let's not repeat the words, please. One second. Adil Hassan ji, one second. मैं हाथ जोड़ के आपसे रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ. Please, let's not use provocative language. We are debating this. We understand that these words are not acceptable. इस भाषा को पूरी तरह से condemn किया जाता है. मैं आप सबसे अपील कर रहा हूँ. I understand it may be an emotive issue, but let us not repeat those abusive words. उन गालियों को कृपा करके नेशनल चैनल पे इस तरह दोहराने की कोशिश भी ना करें. Because otherwise I will completely shut down anybody who uses such words or any words which are similar. It's not acceptable in Parliament, it's not acceptable in a public discourse, and certainly not acceptable in any news channel. Adil Hassan, with that in mind, make your point.
बड़े भाई समझ गए. ठीक है, समझ गए. सुनिए, क्या देश की संसद में कल जो घटना हुई है, क्या नई सदन से, नई संसद भवन से यही देश को प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी यही संदेश देना चाहते हैं? जब कांग्रेस पार्टी का कोई बोलता है, MIM का कोई बोलता है, DMK का कोई बोलता है, तो डायरेक्ट उसके राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष से माफी मांगा जाता है. क्या प्रधानमंत्री या जेपी नड्डा इस बात का लेंगे कि हाँ माफी मांगेंगे? प्रधानमंत्री की बात जो इनकी प्रज्ञा ठाकुर MP है, 3 दिन पहले एक बड़े नेशनल चैनल पे कहा कि मैं गोडसे को मानती हूं. और प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा था कि मेरा सर शर्मिंदा से झुक गया है जो प्रज्ञा ठाकुर ने कहा है। उनकी बात को उन्होंने नकारा। बाजाप्ते एक नेशनल चैकर में प्रज्ञा ठाकुर ने गोडसे को अप्रिशिएट किया, सराया। तो क्या प्रधानमंत्री दोहरा चरित्र के साथ रहेंगे? नई संसद भवन में यही संदेश देंगे भारत के 140 करोड़ लोग को? वासुदेव कुटुंबकम में क्या फजले हक खैराबादी से लेकर मुसलमानों की जो कुर्बानी देश की आजादी में यही शब्दों की उच्चारण होगा जो इतने बड़े सदन में? क्या यही देश को संदेश देना चाहते हैं? आप महिलाओं के विकास की बात करते हैं, महिला रिजर्वेशन की बात करती है, अब मुसलमानों को एक एमपी गाली देगा? यही इसने पहले भी किया है। 2004 में भी बैरिस्टर असदुद्दीन ओवैसी साहब से इसने भिड़ने की कोशिश की। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बैरिस्टर साहब ने जवाब दे दिया। अफसोस कोई एमपी उसके साथ खड़ा नहीं हुआ।
लेट मी ब्रिंग इन प्रदीप महावर ऑन दिस। प्रदीप महावर, ये पहली बार घटना नहीं हो रही है। सवाल एक सेकंड आदिल हसैन जी आपने काफी सवाल पूछे, अब जवाब भी सुन लीजिए। लेट मी आस्क दोस क्वेश्चंस टू प्रदीप महावर। प्रदीप महावर, ये पहली बार नहीं हो रही है। पहली बात तो ये घटना, दूसरी बार कि इस तरह की भाषा का अन्य सांसदों ने भी प्रयोग किया है, अन्य कॉन्टेक्स्ट को दूसरा होगा। और तीसरी बात, नए संसद में क्या इस तरह का उद्घाटन अगर एक रूलिंग पार्टी के सांसद का प्रयोग करते हैं, सो दिस रेजेस वेरी सीरियस क्वेश्चंस, वेरी सीरियस क्वेश्चंस.
Right, perfectly correct. No, first of all, these kind of words should be avoided, and such kind of a language should be condemned, and that has been condemned by.
Just a second, there's a breaking news coming in. Sorry to interrupt you there. KC Venugopal and I understand that Mr. Rahul Gandhi are inside Danish Ali's residence. That's a big breaking news coming at the moment. A big development indeed. KC Venugopal and Danish Ali at the moment are at the residence of Danish Ali. We'll quickly go across to our reporters who are on ground. We've in fact spoken to Danish Ali earlier today as well, but that's a big breaking update coming in. We're told that some kind of action is also proposed to be taken by Congress party in this particular issue of the kind of extremely abusive language that has been used at this point of time against Danish Ali by a ruling party MP. So big development coming in over there. This is of course getting into a much bigger area in the political domain. It happened inside the parliament late last evening, and now we understand that the political repercussions of this issue are only beginning to surface. And Pradeep Mahar, over and above the fact that it's not correct, and the kind of international reportage, I don't know if you've seen the kind of reportage that has happened in several of the international media outlets. This brings disrepute to our nation and our parliament as a whole. It's not about any political party. It is about the institution at the end of the day.
Definitely. Even Mahua Matra using H words. We have seen similar kind of incidents earlier as well, but surprisingly, this is the first time in the history of Indian Parliament that a political party whose leader or MP has spoken such a language, the party itself is taking such an action, wherein show cause notice has been issued by the BJP, and Rajnath Singh apologized on behalf of the parliamentarian. So this is some kind, whatever I should say, this is the lead by an example. I mean, the BJP is trying to lead by an example. So earlier, if this has been, I mean, even people who are criticizing, how many of them have opposed the words of Stalin? Now, we all heard what Stalin said. I mean, it was out of the parliament, definitely.
There is, that's exactly what I'm trying to say over here. There are hate speech examples. There are hundreds of examples that are completely undesirable. Action can be taken legally speaking on them, Pradeep Mahar. But the point is, this is happening inside the house. This is happening on the 4th day of a new parliament's inauguration. That is something that makes this an extremely despicable and an extremely unfortunate incident. I see many hands going up, but I want Shoaib Chaudhary to come in. Shoaib Chaudhary, क्या उन घटनाओं की तुलना इससे हो सकती है? Can we compare the other instances of hate speech, of unfortunate language? Of course, our political language is perhaps at its lowest nadir today. The kind of language that has been used, and I would not spare any side. It is the ruling party, even several opposition leaders have to take the blame. But this happening inside our parliament, we should all hang our heads in shame. And end of the day, the fact that we are seeing this action taken, you heard Pradeep Mahar saying that the Defence Minister has apologized, expressed regret, however you choose to call it, and a notice has been issued to this individual. Shoaib Chaudhary.
Madhav, I'm speechless today. Ever since I've been watching this news, Ramesh Bidhuri's speech in the parliament. I, being a Muslim of this country, who was born and brought up here, my many generations for hundreds and thousands of years, have lived in this country, I feel so ashamed of myself. I am in such loss of words, I have nothing to say today.
All right, I'm told Rahul Gandhi is coming out of Danish Ali's residence. Just a second, sorry, there's this breaking development coming in, visuals coming in of Rahul Gandhi emerging from Danish Ali's residence. Over to you, Rishabh.
Well, Madhav, yes, we are here at Danish Ali's residence and Rahul Gandhi is expected to walk out any time now. You can see the media huddle right now here. The security forces ensuring that a passage is given to Rahul Gandhi, and Rahul Gandhi and KC Venugopal, the General Secretary of Congress, is expected to come out any time now. I'll ask my camera person to focus on the gate of the bungalow where Rahul Gandhi is expected any time now to come out after meeting Danish Ali. Remember, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi as well as KC Venugopal came to Danish Ali's residence to meet him after what happened inside Parliament.
And Rishabh, very quickly, do we know whether Congress is going to move a privilege motion against Mr. Bidhuri? Is that there's some news coming in such as that? Is this confirmed news? Is there any information on that?
No clarity about how exactly Congress is going to move forward, Madhav, but definitely what we are learning from various sources in Congress, that Congress is mulling over a lot of options and they are actually looking at all the options against Bidhuri to ensure that a message is sent. Remember, when this happened, Congress was one of the first parties that actually came out in public and as well as social media and started attacking Bidhuri. And now I'll ask my camera person to keep the focus on the gate as we expect Rahul Gandhi to come out any time now from Danish Ali's residence.
All right. Those pictures coming in there from Danish Ali's residence. Rahul Gandhi expected to emerge. KC Venugopal also inside, General Secretary Organization of the Congress Party. Certainly, of course, a big moment, an emotional moment where Danish Ali even said that he would be willing to step down as a member of Parliament. We'll have to leave it there for the moment, gentlemen. Completely out of time. Manish, Barriar, Pradeep Mahar, Advocate Adil Hassan, as well as Shoaib Chaudhary. Thank you so much for joining us. This isn't a story that's going to end here. Certainly, a lot more political controversy. Remains to be seen what kind of action is taken against this member of Parliament for this extremely abusive language that he has used inside Parliament.